All right, let's talk about something that's literally the backbone of almost every app you use, but can feel super complicated: cloud databases. Today, we're going to break down the whole story, from the old days of managing clunky hardware to where we are now, with databases that pretty much run themselves.
So let me just start by asking you this. What if you could have a crazy powerful, scalable database, but you never actually had to manage it? All the boring, tedious stuff, the patching, the backups, the scaling. What if it just disappeared? Think about what you could build then. Just keep that idea in your head because that's exactly where we're headed.
Okay, so here's the deal. The core problem has always been that managing a database is, well, it's a huge pain. Seriously. It's kind of like needing electricity for your house, but deciding the only way to get it is to build your own power station in the backyard. You'd have to worry about everything: the fuel, the maintenance, the generators. It's a whole separate job that has nothing to do with actually, watching TV. And yeah, this slide just lays it all out, right? On the left, that's the old way. You're constantly stressed about security patches, you're doing manual backups and just praying they actually work, and scaling means this long, painful process of buying more hardware. It's slow, it's risky, but then look at the right. That's the cloud way. All that stuff, it's just automated. It really is the difference between building that power station and just plugging into the wall. So that leads us right into the first big game changer, the foundational solution: Amazon RDS. This is the service that was built specifically to do all that heavy lifting for you.
So what is it really? Well, RDS stands for Relational Database Service. The whole point of it is to make it ridiculously easy to set up, run, and grow a database in the cloud. And the keyword here, the most important one, is automates. It takes all those time-consuming admin tasks we were just talking about off your plate, so your teams can get back to what they're supposed to be doing: building cool stuff. And RDS wasn't an overnight success. It's been around for a while, and it's matured. It actually launched way back in 2009, starting with MySQL, which is one of the most popular databases out there. But then you can see it just steadily added support for all the other big players: Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, MariaDB. This timeline really shows how it grew up. It met developers where they were, supporting the database engines they already loved and trusted.
Okay, so just managing the database is one thing, but what about making sure your app is always online and always fast? That's table stakes. So RDS has these awesome features. You can think of them like power-ups in a video game that are designed for exactly that: high uptime and killer speed. All right, first up, we've got this thing called Multi-AZ, which is short for Multi-Availability Zone. And honestly, this is like your ultimate insurance policy. Here's the simple version. Your main database is running in one physical data center. At the same time, RDS is keeping an exact, perfectly synced copy, a standby, in a totally different data center. So if anything bad happens to the first one, a power outage, a flood, whatever, boom, RDS automatically flips the switch, and that standby copy takes over as the new primary. Your app barely even notices. It's like having a hot swappable back office in another city, ready to go in an instant. Now, what about performance? Let's say your app goes viral. Suddenly, millions of people are trying to read information from it all at once. How do you handle that? Well, that's where read replicas come in. It's a brilliant idea. You can create up to 5 read-only copies of your database. Then, you send all those people who are just looking at stuff to the replicas. This takes all the pressure off your main database so it can focus on the important job of handling new data being written. It's just a super effective way to scale out for those really read-heavy apps.
So running the standard database engines on RDS, that's fantastic. It's a huge leap forward. But then the folks at AWS started thinking, what if we didn't just manage a database? What if we built one from the ground up, designed from day one to be perfect for the cloud? Well, the answer to that question is Amazon Aurora.
Now, Aurora was built to be faster and more available than the standard engines, but where it really shines is its fault tolerance. It's almost ridiculously resilient. So what's the secret sauce? How does it pull that off? The answer comes down to this one number: 6. That's right. When you write something to an Aurora database, it doesn't just make one copy. It makes 6 copies of your data, and then it spreads them across 3 different physical data centers. This isn't just a backup plan. This is extreme redundancy woven right into the fabric of the storage itself. And look, this isn't just some techie detail for a white paper. This is about something much bigger, which is what this quote gets at. It's about peace of mind.
If you're running a critical application, this architecture means your data is designed to survive the kind of massive failure that would absolutely destroy a traditional database. It's safety by design. Okay, so we've tackled management, we've tackled high availability, we've tackled performance, but there's still one last boss to beat. How do you deal with spiky, unpredictable workloads without wasting a ton of money? And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the latest evolution, Aurora Serverless.
I'm sure you've felt this pain before. Just look at this chart. That high, flat bar, that's the capacity you have to plan for and pay for 24/7, just in case you hit your peak traffic. But the spiky bar down below, that's your actual usage. And that big gap between them, that's just wasted money. It's cash you're burning for capacity you're not even using.
Aurora Serverless just completely flips that whole model on its head. It's an on-demand version of Aurora that literally watches your application. When traffic spikes, it instantly scales up to meet the demand. When things get quiet, it scales right back down. And if nobody's using it, it can even scale all the way down to nothing. It's magic.
And this is the beautiful result. The capacity bar, what you pay for, now perfectly hugs the usage bar. That big, wasteful gap we just saw, it's gone, vanished. You're only paying for the exact amount of database you need from 1 second to the next. For any app with unpredictable traffic, this is an absolute game changer. Phew, we have covered a ton of ground here, all the way from the core frustrations of managing databases to the absolute cutting edge of serverless tech. So let's just take a breath, zoom out, and make sure we lock in the key takeaways.
Okay, let's run through it one last time. First, it starts with RDS, which automates all those painful database chores. Next, you get the power-ups, multi-AZ for high availability and read replicas for performance. Then you level up to Aurora, the cloud-native engine with that incredible 6-copy storage design for fault tolerance. And finally, you get ultimate efficiency with Aurora Serverless, which means you only ever pay for exactly what you use.
You know, this whole journey from managed to autonomous, it's a really profound shift. It frees up so much brain power, so much human creativity. And that leaves me with one final, really exciting thought. Now that the very foundation of our apps is becoming this smart and self-sufficient, what incredible new things are we all going to be free to build next?